Hi everyone, how are you today? Tapping Tuesday at 8 p.m. this evening. Thanks for joining me. I'm Diane Sherman with EFTII for you and me. You can find me at that same website, and I am happy to be here with you today. We'll just wait for a few minutes for people. Hey, Justin and team, getting logged in and connected in. Thank you for being here and for allowing me to support y'all in the work and in the recovery path that you are following, and in the wellness path that you are following too. So I thought I would talk today a little bit about how to calm down stress. So a lot of times when there's stuff going on in our world, and there's just stuff going on with us, we may call that a little bit of stress. We might be preoccupied. It might show up in terms of restlessness, irritability, might show up in terms of not being able to sleep well. Hi, Will. Hi, Karen. Hi, Thomas. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much for your support. We're talking about addressing stress. So there is, always a lot of things going on. So there's not really too much wrong with stress. Sometimes stress is something that we need to help us keep moving forward with details, with deadlines, with projects. It is something that can be a motivator. Then the other side of stress is called distress. And that's when it hangs around a little bit too long. When we're constantly worried, we're constantly preoccupied, we've got a lot on our mind. Maybe we're worried about a test, maybe we're worried about an event, maybe we're worried about having to do something that we haven't done before, and it's constantly rolling around and going around in our head. Now, I know for all of us here that that it shows up, that we experience stress in lots of different ways. Some of you, it may be sleep disruption. Some of you, it may be irritability. Some of us, it may be short-temperedness, fogginess in our thinking, different things like that. What I want to focus on today is when we go into a stress mode that we would call fight, flight, or freeze. So when we've had too much stress going on, when it's just been with us, when we just can't shake ourselves from it, sometimes our system goes into a survival mode. And when we're in survival mode, that is the only thing that we can do. We're not thinking clearly. We're not able to process information fully. We are in a survival, instinctual, primitive response mode that just says, go, 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 or protect, protect, protect. Some of us get into a fight mode, some of us get into a freeze mode, and some of us get into a flight mode. It really all has to do with adaptive behavior. The good thing is that we can learn how to address it. So I think stress is one of those good things, even though it may get a bad rap, right? Even though it may get a bad rap, sometimes it really is something that's good. It shows us something is right in front of us that we need to address. So there's a couple of different things that we can do. You can do a practice called a mindful practice. And I think about this in terms of using our senses: eyes, nose, ears, mouth, hand. When you're thinking about just being present, this present moment in this room, if you're in a meeting, if you're any place that's causing you distress, just think about your senses. What are two things that I can see right in front of me? What are two things that I can hear? You might hear the wind blowing, you might hear cars going by, you might hear the television. What are two things that I can smell? What is my sense of my smell telling me? What is one thing I can taste in my mouth? And what is one place that I can put my hands on a chair, on a table, around the iPad, something that I can touch? When we use our senses for this present moment, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, and touch. We bring ourselves right back here to where I'm at in this moment. In other words, your mind cannot be in two places at the same time. Your mind can't be focused and worried about the past or the present or the future, sorry. It is only focusing in a mindful way right here on this present moment. So that's one strategy that you can use when you've got a lot of stress. Another, if you have the ability to change your environment, is get up and excuse yourself, either from the room, from the meeting. If you're in the house for, due to COVID and just staying home, maybe just get outside, walk around, take your shoes off, let your bare feet connect with Mother Earth. So feel the grass. And then shift. Maybe walk on the sidewalk. Feel the sense of the concrete. If you're walking on a sidewalk or on a driveway. Those things are very grounding, and they cause us to pay attention to that right there at that moment. Another thing that you can do is breathe. So we have done some breathing in the past. And tonight we're also going to practice a practice called tap and breathe. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. Let me get this pillow out. So tapping and breathing is merely that. So we want to just tap on the karate chop point, take a deep breath in, hold, and then exhale. And then we're just going to go around, just follow me around to the tapping point, starting with the top of the head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale slowly. Eyebrow point, take a deep breath in through your nose. Side of the eye, exhale slowly. Under the eye, deep breath in through your nose. Hold. Exhale gently. Under the eye, under the nose. Take a deep breath in. And out and exhale. You also know that you're relaxing when you're laughing, when you're yawning, when you feel the stress rolling down off your back. Deep breath in at the chin. Hold. And exhale. Collarbone point. Come in close to the center of your breastbone. You can even use your closed hand and get this collarbone, breastbone, and this part right here of your breastbone is your thalamus. That helps improve your immune system. So you can tap all of that. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale gently. There's a spot just underneath your arm, just a few inches below your armpit. Deep breath in. Hold. And gently exhale. Back up to the top of the head one more time. Breathe in. Eyebrow point, exhale. Side of the eye, breathe in gently through the nose. Under the eye, gently exhale. Under the nose, breathe in gently. On the chin, exhale gently. Collarbone, breastbone, inhale. Hold. Exhale gently. Alrighty, so let's check in with that. Check in with yourself. Let me know how your response was to tapping and breathing. Just remembering that breath work is one of the most organic ways of being able to calm down. So whether we're in a heightened degree of stress, whether we're in a momentary degree of stress, or whether it is fleeting, kind of in and out, it's always good to take a deep breath. You want to expand your abdomen. Don't worry about sucking your gut in. Just expand your abdomen. Let your breath fill up deep into your abdomen. Let the breath go deep into your lungs. Hold, 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 and then exhale slowly. So there's also something called 4 square breathing. And this is another way of managing stress, of being a way of calming down, a way of bringing one back to the present. So good, Will. Nice yawn. Hi, Anna. Thanks for being here and thanks for joining me. So we'll do some 4 square breathing. Basically, the way that we do this is I'll lead you and you can follow along. We're going to take a deep breath in for 4 counts. We're going to hold it for 4 counts. We're going to exhale slowly for 4 counts. And we're going to hold for 4 counts. Let me get a drink of water. Anytime you're doing self-care work, meditation, tapping, anything like that, always have water with you. It's always good to drink in between rounds. It's also good to help flush your system as you're flushing out any toxins in your immune system. So let's do a little bit of practicing with 4 square breathing. So we will start with breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale slowly, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, relax, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. Deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, and 4. Return to your breathing naturally and normally. Just check in with yourself again and see how this practice might help with calming down. Again, this is one of the best things that you can do for calming down. There's another thing that I've learned along the way, and many of you in a path of recovery and wellness might recognize this. Have a sandwich, take a nap, give it 24 hours. So sometimes when we're in a fight or flight mode, when we're in a freeze mode, maybe it's because we haven't had anything to eat and we're a little bit agitated or grumpy. Maybe it's because we haven't had enough sleep or enough self-care. And again, we notice what our response is with that. So check in with yourself. Check in with your body. Have you eaten properly? Have you gotten enough rest? Have you given yourself enough time? Most of the time when you take a nap, have a bite to eat, give yourself some time in between whatever's going on. And even the next day, naturally, your body refuels, replenishes, you get the rest that you need from your sleep and from just giving yourself a little bit of space in between what the incident is and how you feel like you want to react. Then as your mind comes back on, you're fully present with yourself, you know what your options are, you've checked in with people who are in your in your social network, your sober, your wellness network, so you can have a good perspective. Then you can figure out what's the best way to respond. So I hope that this has been helpful in looking at how to navigate and how to calm down from the fight, flight, or freeze, or the stress mode. So before we move out for the rest of the evening, let's just do a little bit more tapping to reinforce that. Even though sometimes I get in this fight or flight mode, you guys can just repeat after me. Say it out loud, say it to yourself. It really doesn't matter. Even though I sometimes get in this stress mode, right here and right now, I'm okay. Even though I know I get in this mode called stress, I'm aware of this feeling called stress. I'm aware sometimes it's helpful and sometimes not. Right here and right now, it's okay to talk about it out loud. It's okay to relax. It's okay to be open to the possibilities of learning something new. Even though I have this stress, even though I'm aware of this stress, even though I'm aware of how it shows up, my body, this stress I might call anxiousness, nervousness. This stress that I might call sleeplessness, restlessness. Even though I have this going on in my life, right here and right now, it's okay to relax. Even though I experience this stress, this feeling called stress, sometimes it's good for me, sometimes not so much. Under the arm, this stress that I might feel. This stress, top of the head, this stress that I might feel. Okay, we're going to go through and do another round. Even though I might experience this stress, I'm learning it is just a feeling. I'm learning for me how it shows up in me. It may show up emotionally. It may show up psychologically. It may show up physically. I'm learning how stress is teaching me something, teaching me about myself. Even though I'm aware of this stress, it is okay. You know what, after all, it's just a feeling. It doesn't define me. It doesn't limit me. It doesn't dictate how I should do things. This stress does not rule me. It's okay to relax. It's just a feeling. It's not who I am. It's just something that my body is telling me. I need to slow down and proceed with caution. This stress that I'm experiencing, it is okay. Hey, I welcome this stress. It's teaching me something about me. It's teaching me I have options of how I take care of myself, even when I'm under a little pressure. Maybe this stress is just a way for me to learn how to better manage, change things that's going on in my life. And with that stress, I welcome it. I don't need to be afraid of it. I don't need to be labeled by it. I don't need it to rule me. But I do welcome it so that I can learn more about me and about what's going on with me. And in learning more about me, I lean into and enhance my recovery and my wellness. I lean into and I protect myself in a way that is healthy and appropriate for me. Alrighty, deep breath in. Blow it out across the room. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, crunch, 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 and drop them down. Drop that stress away from you. And one more time, bring that up, crunch, 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 and drop it down. It's a great way of just physically dropping the stress. The other thing we're going to do is bring your hands way up over top of your head. Stretch your fingers out like jazz hands, up, 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 up. Deep breath in. And exhale. I want you to lean in one direction. Give yourself some space in between your ribs. Stretch up from your ribs. And now stretch up, 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 up. And now just a little bit lean over to the other side. Reach that hand over your ear, straight up, up, up. And give your ribs some space. More stretching up, up, up. And out to the side, out to the side, out to the side, and all the way down. Shake it away from you. So, how was that? I always feel energized when I do that kind of work. I love bringing this to you. Thank you for inviting me into your evening and for bringing you the opportunity to share this moment with you. How to tap away the stress, fight, flight, or freeze response, and other ways. So you can get in contact with me anytime. I've got a YouTube channel, EFTII for you and me. I'll post that up. I've got a website. You can leave me a comment. You can subscribe. You can stay in contact with me in any way that's helpful for you. And I look forward to being back here with you again next week. I hope I see you here between now and then. And thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share this with you. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Will, Anna, everybody at the Zone, take good care of your health, your wellness, and your recovery. Until next time, I love you guys.